Okay, so energy as it stands, the word is a noun of one be. It's of one thing. All energy in all its various forms is still energy, period. We're not looking at it as it's a whole bunch of different things. It's like water.
There we go.
It's part photons and electrons in motion. Electromagnetism. That's
do you think energy is a thing?
What do you mean?
9/11.
I know, Dr. Blitz.
What do you mean? Dude?
He's gonna get hospitalized tonight.
What do you mean? I think it's a thing?
Do you think energy is like something you can put into a bucket? Like, what do you think energy is?
What? No. Energy is particles in motion. That's what energy is.
I mean, we agree that if something's in motion, it has to have energy. I'm just making sure when you say energy, we're talking about the same thing.
We are. We're talking about particles in motion, which is energy. Okay, so where were you? You asked me if I thought energy was a thing. What do you mean? When you say thing, what are you saying?
What a thing, a noun, something you can touch.
Yes.
Substance.
You interact with energy all the time. Matter is energy locked into form. You touch energy all the time. Everything that we interact with is energy locked into form.
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake? Is that not known physics?
That's an error.
Why is that?
Oh, because energy's a number and things aren't numbers.
Right.
What?
Do you think that energy is like 12 joules or 13 electron volts? And then there's stuff. And stuff is like a proton. Do you think a proton is like 12 electron volts?
That's like saying a molecule of H2O is not water.
No, it's like saying a molecule of H2O.
We're talking about the big
four.
Say it again.
A molecule of H2O is not 4.
4 as okay, so now we talk about so fine. The cell, the emergent property of the cell is to become a molecule, right? What I'm saying is I'm going to the root of the emergence.
No, the emergent property of a cell is not to become a molecule.
Atoms to cells, cells to molecules, molecules to organs, organs to organisms. That's emergence.
Molecules are smaller than cells.
I didn't say molecules to cells.
No,
you said
I didn't say that. Then that's my mistake. Now correct the sequence, and that is emergence, correct?
Sure.
Okay. What I'm saying is we're looking at emergent properties of energy when we start talking about joules and we start talking about input to function.
Those are measurements, not properties.
Go ahead. What? Okay, you're measuring a property of energy.
No, you're measuring a property.
Thank you. Yeah, you're not measuring the energy. You're measuring the stuff.
What is joules?
It's a quantification of a property.
And quantifying something is measuring it. Yes.
Sure, it's putting numbers to it.
I said you're measuring a property. I said you're measuring a property of energy, and you said that's not what it was.
But
that's okay. That's okay.
You're measuring a property of, I don't know, a battery, or you're measuring a property of a molecule. Property that you're measuring is called energy. That's the name of the property, not the name of the thing you're measuring.
Okay, that is still you measuring a property of energy. Energy is not. Energy is. Go ahead.
Energy doesn't have properties. It is the property.
Okay, exactly. Energy is the property. Energy is just particles in motion. No matter how it forms up, no matter what the wavelength, no matter what the use, no matter what it becomes, it's still energy. That's what I'm saying.
It's a property?
Say it again.
Energy is a property. Are we agreeing on that?
A property in contrast to what?
A substance.
It's a property of substance.
I'm saying it's the substrate of substance itself.
Oh, well, then that's a mistake.
No,
but
that's
it
okay.
quite literally isn't. Is not matter energy locked into form.
No, it's not.
Is that not? What?
No. Where are you getting this
Since
from?
when is that not being?
That's crazy. It's never been that.
This guy watched too much Star Wars.
Liam's here today, and we're actually just going to see him go through his standard workout. I'm going to try and hang on.
Where, Dr. Blitz, where do they get these talking points from?
Honestly, it's pop science's fault. Like it really is.
No,
like,
it's not.
Neil deGrasse
It
Tyson
would have
was
to be Einstein. It would have to be Einstein's fault. It would have to be Einstein's
That
fault.
certainly isn't
anybody's.
Einstein.
It would be like
Okay, go ahead and look it up. Go ahead and check.
Check what?
Go ahead and check.
Matter is energy locked into form. Check Einstein and go Google whether or not Einstein said it.
Said Einstein, probably.
Matter is energy locked into form. If it's anybody's fault, you had to blame Einstein.
There are 0 Google results for that quote.
Yeah, none.
There's no way.
There are
Not
0.
a single one. This is another one of
they
those
always
fake
pull
Einstein
signs.
quotes.
Right?
Mass energy equivalent.
Mass is not the same as matter.
Mass energy equivalence.
Yes.
Look that up
mass-
from Einstein.
Mass is energy that's stationary. Mass is not matter. Those are different things.
Okay, define matter then.
Matter is substance. It is composed of particles with all sorts of kinds of properties. So you might call matter fermions. You might also include boson.
I love it when they throw out a bunch of meaningless buzzwords and then they'll tell the PhD physicist to go look it up.
Nah, see,
So full metal,
definitely-
I don't want to scare you, but I mean, just to be sure, just so you know what's happening right now, the guy below you has a PhD in physics. So I'm just letting you know this is going to be a bumpy ride.
I don't see that. I don't see that as meaningful.
Okay.
Right.
Fine.
Sure.
Girl.
It's not that I don't see it as meaningful in the sense of it's not a nice accolade. Like you put in the time, you put in the dedication and the effort, and you deserve your respect for that. But as far as intellect and the ability to think,
Intellect.
I can't really put too much stock.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine if you walked up and you're like, I think I know what's wrong with my car, and your mechanic says, No, actually, it's not that. It's this. He goes, Well, I know you're a mechanic, but I think I know what's wrong with my car better than you do.
It's a matter of intellect,
Yeah.
after all.
Yeah, but I mean, there are always those geniuses that work on cars on their own and don't have to go to school for it, and they can tell you way better than a regular mechanic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
they're all
you're not
missing like
that.
3
You're not-
fingers.
Yeah, but you're not that though. In regards to physics,
I don't my fingers.
Mhm.
Okay. And I would say
The thing is it's not even the
I would
accolades
say-
that are important. It's just that I know the substance. So like I know how we define energy. Energy is a quantity that is associated with a conservation law. That conservation law arising from time translation symmetry. That's what energy is. That's what it means. If you go and you look in a physics textbook that's more advanced than what they teach 19-year-olds, that's just what it is.
okay.
Everyone's putting
all
that
I'm saying
keyboard to
is
work.
energy is mass, or matter is mass at rest. Or energy at rest is mass,
Well,
right?
let's do this. Full metal, you can see my screen, right?
I can.
All right, I'm going to put a notepad up. No one really has any idea what your argument is at this moment. It's like completely
No, because we got stonewalled at the intro.
completely unformed. So how about we do this? Start with your conclusion, and then we'll add the supporting premises to your conclusion. What's your conclusion?
My conclusion, that's not, you can't even form a argument like that when we can't even get past the original point of the argument itself. We ain't even gotten here.
You don't know where you want your argument to terminate?
No, I know exactly where I wanted to go, but I know it's gonna go over your head.
Right. What's the terminating point of the argument?
The terminating point of the argument is all things are duality. Everything is everything. Once again, I know it's
Everything is
gonna go over your head.
everything.
It's not over my head. It's stupid. So what does that have to do with
Okay.
God?
Here's the ridicule it. Go ahead.
It's
Say
a
what you
bit
gonna
hard
say.
not to ridicule
What's this
that
have to do
one.
with God?
Okay. Omnipresent, omnipotent. And those words mean everything, all things, thing that knows all things is everywhere.
So because all things as a phrase exists, God exists?
No. See, that's what I'm saying.
This is
You
bad.
just told me.
This
you
might
just
be the
told
worst
me to
argument I've
tell
heard in a
you-
long time.
You just
So-
told me to
Saying-
tell you the conclusion of my argument, and
Say-
then
that's
ridicule
actually-
all
the
things
conclusion
are-
of my argument
That's
without
actually
listening
premise
to
number
the-
one.
the what
Premise
came
number
before.
one is all things are all things. Premise number
Wow.
two is God is all things. So then your conclusion would be
Wow.
God must exist because he's all things. That's your argument so far.
No.
Okay, then sort it out.
This is why I said you cannot go from the beginning of an argument to the end of the argument.
That's
all you're
literally
doing
how
is
arguments
ridicule.
work. That's the whole idea of putting together
I'm
a cogent
saying
argument.
You just forced me to jump from the beginning to the end so that you could ridicule everything in
No,
the middle.
I want you to do
That's
all
what
the
you
stuff
just
in the
did.
middle. Well, fill in the middle for me,
we gotta go back to the beginning first.
buddy. I don't think we need to go back to the
Oh, man.
beginning. The beginning is all
Why-
things are all things.
I don't even understand how we're messing up at the point that matter is energy locked into form.
Well, first of all, it's not true.
I'm still saying that.
The phrase all
So
things are all
we
things is
just
about as
talked
useful
about
as saying
PhD.
chairs are chairs.
We just talked about a PhD, big PhD, whatever, cool, right? The reason why I don't hold too much stock in that is because I've had similar conversations with NASA JPL division administrators, and they understand what I'm talking about off
They
the
don't.
top of the conversation. Okay,
They don't.
we
I
didn't.
think
get
I
hung
think
up.
they
We
just
didn't get hung up
placate
at
you
energy.
to get you to leave them alone.
Oh my goodness!
That's what I would.
Oh
That's
my
what I'd be
goodness.
doing.
Placate.
I'm like, what's this?
Placate.
clown
That's what
doing?
you're doing. That's what you're doing to your audience. You're placating them,
Okay,
running
so
in circles. Nobody.
premise number
Nobody
one
disputes
is
that
matter
energy
is
locked in form.
is
Nobody disputes that.
energy, right? Is that your
Everybody
claim?
watching, go
Matter
look up,
is energy.
or is matter energy locked into form? Everybody look that up on your own and see what it says.
Well, then the first thing you need to do is support premise number one, which you haven't done yet. What's the support for premise number one?
I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of it. Everything that exists is
You're
energy
drowning in the
locked
middle of
into
it.
form. Everything that exists is energy
You
locked into
can't
form. It's
lock
photon-
energy
it's
into a form
photons,
because energy is
electrons.
not a thing.
I didn't say lock.
How do you
into
lock
form as in
something
something.
that doesn't have like actual ontology? How do you lock something that's only a property?
What are you talking about? Energy
Buddy,
is particles
I don't
in
think
motion.
I don't think words are your thing. I don't think this is the thing you should be doing with your free time.
What? Are you okay? Energy
That's not a good
is
look for
particles
you.
in motion. Energy is particles in motion, correct?
You can say it all you want, but no.
What?
A button like this will ruin your iPhone 17. And here's why.
And the problem was most
Energy is the
Inconceivable.
measurement. Energy is the measurement of change. Anything that has a change in position or velocity can be measured. And if it's changing, it has energy. But energy is not a thing. It's not a substance. It's a description of the change.
Oh my God! So you got kinetic energy,
Oh,
right?
there he goes. Oh boy. Can you give me
No,
a
I'm
bucket
saying,
of
you
kinetic
got-
energy?
No, I cannot give you a bucket of
Right,
kinetic
because
energy,
it's-
and you know
because it's
that.
not a
Once
thing.
again, that's an asinine question in order to dilute the argument. Once again,
I'm
diversionary.
not
tactic.
diluting the argument. I'm showing how silly it is. All right, listen, Full Metal, I don't think you came with a full box of crayons to this discussion. I'm going to move on to the next guest, okay?